Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Holcomb from the PLD School Library, and this week is Shark Week. Shark Week is an annual television event that celebrates sharks and how awesome and powerful they are. Lots of people are afraid of sharks or picture them as these killing machines and think that they're a danger to humans, but really, we're the danger to sharks. Sharks are endangered because of things that humans do, and partly because we are afraid of them. And one of the things that I've often said in the library is that when we're afraid of something, it's usually because we don't have a lot of information about it. We don't really know about it. And so the more we learn, the less afraid we'll be. And that really is kind of the purpose of Shark Week. And one of the ways we can find more information is definitely from books. I love to use books for more information, and I'll also share some other resources with you as well. But we're going to start by reading this book, and it's called Do Sharks Glow in the Dark and Other Shark-tastic Questions by Mary Kay Carson, and it's part of the Just Ask series, which I really love because it's just all books that answer your questions about different things. And you know, that's what I love about books, is that we can go to them for information. It's one of the reasons I became a librarian, is because I love to find answers to my questions. So let's get started with our shark questions. So first off, are sharks fish? Yes! Sharks are ocean fish that are carnivores. That means they eat meat. Earth's seas are home to hundreds of kinds of sharks. Shark bodies are built for underwater hunting. Sharp eyes spot prey. Powerful tails turn on speed. And pointy teeth munch down. What predator power! Do they have bones? Nope. The skeleton of a shark isn't bone. It's made of tough, bendable cartilage. That's the same stuff that gives your nose and ears their shape. And so that's why we don't find shark skeletons, we don't find fossilized sharks. Typically, we can find fossilized shark teeth, but not their skeletons, because the cartilage actually breaks down, it decomposes when they die, so we don't find their skeletons. Do sharks have skin or scales? They have both. The rough skin of a shark is covered in tiny teeth-like scales. People once used dried shark skin as sandpaper. Did sharks and dinosaurs do battle? Well, sharks have been around for 400 million years. They were alive during the time of Spinosaurus. This huge dinosaur could swim and hunt in water. It ate sharks for supper, and sharks snacked on dinosaurs too, but they only feasted on the dead ones that washed out to sea. Dinner delivered. So it seems like dinosaurs would win that battle. If you want to see some more cool battles, you can check out the Who Would Win series. We have them available as ebooks through Mac and Via. And one of the books is the Who Would Win Ultimate Showdown. And it is sharks, dinosaurs, all sorts of animals battling it out. So definitely check those out through our catalog or on our library website. So what's the biggest shark? Well, some sharks are smaller than this book, and others are as long as a bus. The whale shark is the world's biggest shark. What does this mega shark eat? You probably think whales or sharks or other big animals. Nope, it eats mini seafood called plankton. This big shark eats teeny tiny plankton. What about great white sharks? Well, they're 15 to 20 feet long, which is only about half the size of the whale shark. But they take big bites out of fish, seals, and other sharks. Chomp! And a great white is often what we think of like when we think of a shark, when we see pictures, or if you've ever seen Jaws or pictures from the movie Jaws, we think of that great white. Are dogfish and cat sharks related? Yes! Like wild dogs, dogfish sharks hunt in packs. These smallest sharks chase down fish and squid. Cat sharks are cousins of dogfish. They have cat-like eyes, and some are spotted or striped. Do sharks glow in the dark? Many ocean creatures make light, including small sharks. The glowing bellies of pygmy sharks help hide them from hungry hunters below. How? Well, when predators look up at this pygmy shark, its glow blends in with the sunlit water overhead. One kind of lantern shark has glowing spines that look like lightsabers. You can find out more information about lantern sharks and other sharks through our databases. So World Book Online and SIRS Discover, again, available through our school library website. You can log into our databases and do a search for them to find out more information. Who takes care of the shark babies? Well, shark babies are called pups. Sharks are born in different ways, but all shark pups take care of themselves. Sharks don't do the parenting thing. Cat sharks hatch from big egg cases called mermaid purses. Tiger sharks, nurse sharks, great whites, and other large sharks are born alive in groups of 6 to 8 pups. Happy birthday! So sharks can be born alive, or they can be come from eggs. The ones that are born alive actually do come from eggs as well. It's eggs that are in the mother's body. So they grow there and then they hatch out and they come out alive. These ones are ones that you may actually be able to find the egg cases on the beach. And I have a couple here that I have found. I have this one here, which is a horn shark egg. And so a horn shark egg is really interesting because of the shape of it. It's actually shaped like a screw, and that shape is important because the mama shark actually picks it up with her mouth. Obviously she doesn't have hands, so she picks it up with her mouth and she wedges it into a crevice, so like between 2 rocks. And that screw shape is gonna hold it in place, which is important because it takes about 9 to 10 months for that baby shark to gestate or to grow in there. So we wanna hold it in place until it's fully grown and ready to emerge. Once it does, this can kind of flatten out a little and it can wash up onto the beach, and that's where you might be able to find them. So definitely want to hold it in place so that that shark can grow and not wash up onto the beach, otherwise it would die. Oh, and you might also find these on the beach as well. So this kind of egg case is not from a shark. This is from a skate. So this mermaid's purse comes from a skate, which is related to sharks and stingrays, and it kind of looks like a stingray. And you may be able to find these on the beach as well. I found a lot of these when I'm on vacation. So can sharks fly? Well, a shark's body is shaped like an airplane. This shape helps the shark move easily through the water. A shark's engine is its powerful swishing tail. It pushes the shark forward, and a shark's side fin works like airplane wings. Water flowing around them lifts the shark off the seafloor or up toward prey. A shark can fly through water. So another thing that helps a shark swim or float is its oily liver. So most fish have a swim bladder. A swim bladder is something that's filled with gas and it allows them to float, or they can sink as needed. But for a shark, they don't have a swim bladder. They have this oily liver. And so their liver is filled with, it's basically about 5 to 25% oil, but it's also, or about their body weight, it's 5 to 25% of their body weight, but it takes up about 90% of their body cavity, so their body, so that oil is really important. And so to see that in action, why that's so important, we're going to just take 2 bottles of water. I have just a regular bottle of water here, and then I have one that I put about 40% water in there. So we have oil. So we have some oil on top, and you can see that the oil is on top because of the density. So if you saw my ocean in a bottle experiment that I made, you know that the oil is less dense than water. So that's why it goes to the top. Even though I actually put this oil in the bottle first, it switched. It ended up going up to the top. So when I put these in water, let's take a look here. I'm gonna move this over. You can see a little bit better. So when I put this one down in water, it's gonna sink down to the bottom. So it just sinks right down in there. It's right here, just kind of sitting at the bottom. But when I put the one with oil in, it floats. So it's floating along the top here. And that oil is helping it float because of its density. So that's really what helps a shark float as well through the waves. And then its body shape is what helps it really swim around, and it's got that airplane shape that helps it fly through the water. When do sharks sleep? Well, while they're swimming. For most sharks, breathing only happens while moving. Swimming pushes air-filled water over their gills so they can breathe. If they stop swimming, they will die. Good thing sharks can swim and sleep at the same time. And there's a picture of their gills. It's kind of slits on the side of their body. Not all sharks have a nap while swimming though. Nurse sharks have muscles that push water over their gills. They can breathe while staying still, just as most fish do. Do sharks have permanent teeth? Nope. Check out those teeth. Pretty cool, huh? Shark teeth don't last long. They get used up, fall out, and are replaced over and over again. Shark mouths are filled with rows of teeth that are like conveyor belts. Shiny, sharp new ones are always replacing dull old ones. A shark might go through thousands of teeth during its lifetime, and some sharks use up a whole set of teeth almost every week. And I do have some shark jaws here where we can see those teeth. So these are the shark teeth here, and one of the things you might notice is they're actually a little bit differently shaped. We have these pointy ones down at the bottom and more triangle shape up at the top. And the top ones are also serrated like a knife. So what happens is these pointy ones can hold prey in place, and then these ones act like a knife to kind of saw it and chew at it. And so that's how it would use its teeth. And then back here we can see that it has lots of teeth, rows of teeth behind it. So there's many, many different rows down there. So when it loses some teeth, there's other ones to pop right in there. So they don't have to worry about going to the dentist. Can sharks sense electricity? Yes, like you, sharks have eyes that see, nose that smell, ears that hear, and mouths that taste. Sharks feel with an organ called a lateral line. It senses movement in the water. This organ runs along the sides of a shark's body. Down there. Sharks also have a sixth sense. So we have 5 senses, they have a 6th one. It's tiny pores on their heads that pick up electricity. Sharks use it to sense weak electric signals given off by prey. Gotcha. And there's those tiny little pores. What's the weirdest shark? Well, it's hard to decide. Goblin sharks have pop-out jaws. These hidden jaws shoot out and snap prey by surprise. Whoosh, snap! The odd-shaped head of a hammerhead shark gives it an all-around view. It can even see behind itself. And a saw shark looks like a living hedge trimmer. It smacks fish and squid with its long, toothy snout. And carpet sharks look like seaweed-covered rugs. These camouflage experts live on the ocean floor and blend right in. So here's some of those different types of sharks. So there's really cool ones. Again, I really urge you to check out our databases and learn more about them. Do sharks eat people? Sharks rarely attack people. Unlike yummy seals, surfers and swimmers are bony and bad tasting to a shark. Sharks kill about 6 people a year in the whole world. But do people eat sharks? Yes. Sharks in every ocean are fished by people. Dogfish sharks are often found in fish and chips. Soup made with shark fins is a pricey treat. And people kill about 100 million sharks a year. Some sharks are endangered because of too much fishing. And ocean pollution also harms sharks. So we need to help the sharks. These groups are working to protect sharks. Find out how. And I will put links to these websites in the description of this video so you can learn more about helping sharks. And again, check out some more books on our catalog through Mac and Via. You can read our ebooks. You can also check out books from your public library, like this one. It's from the Mercer County Library System. And you can check out our databases. So have a great day and enjoy Shark Week.